AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The winner of this one will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 54. And away we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
First carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On second down, here's Fournette. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
And the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It's first and goal, a chance for the first points of this AFC title bout.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second and goal. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they...
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. They go play action here on first down. Connecting here with DJ Shark. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Back down to that Philly. Here we go. Watch him now, Barney.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with it.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 14-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Dancing to his left. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Gun! 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 Hurry up, here we go! Green!
Looking to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now Gordon on first down. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. Sturgis adds the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be taken short. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. throwing on first down. Knight. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw on second down. Knight forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep. It's caught inside the 25. But he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big third down play there for the Jags. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Detroit! Detroit!
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run. And just lost track, and it cost him.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him playing very well.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Gone, 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 gone. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going deep here for Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. On 1st and 10, Knight. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be taken very short. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Got his man, Robbie Anderson. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Robbie Anderson, 87 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is now 24. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the uphill. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second
half? Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Blue landed! Blue landed!
They're going to look to throw. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. Here's Brad Wing now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is brought in at the 21. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Set! 3-19! 3-19! Gun! 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 24's the mic.
To throw again. Knight. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends are creating so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Looking to throw. Knight nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Now, Barney! Barney! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Knight. Open man right side is Shark. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Operating from the gun, Knight. And the short one here, complete to his tight end. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Green 39!
On first down, Knight. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught at the 7. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, 26 yards. And the Jaguars continue to roll. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The punter wing is on as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 7. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Watch it now, Barney. 3 down. Over.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Detroit! 4 down. Check. 4 down. Watch it now, Barney.
Again, it's Fournette. And some space here. Fournette, first down, still going. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Gun! Watch it now, Barney! Hut! Over! Hut!
A handoff to Fournette. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Here's a give to Fournette. And past the 30, down to about the 27. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Leopard! Leopard! Over! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it again with Fournette. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Let's go! Green!
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Hot!
Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this.
Hurry up, here we go! 3-19! 3-19!
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 20. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
All right, now, look at 50.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going underneath for Gordon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatch.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And you hate to say it. With a rookie quarterback, he's done some good things, but overall,